there's the dessert project, and there's the main course project. And what that means is basically a lot of times teachers will teach the content and then, okay guys, let's sum it up and you're gonna do a great project. Where instead, the project should be the main course, meaning that the student should be doing the learning throughout the project. We really started with, hey you guys, we have this crazy problem at Troy High. We have this invasive species that we have to take care of and the school needs help. And so we did research on what are Phragmites, how do they grow, how do they spread? Okay, great. Now we have this problem at Troy High. How could we solve this problem? The kids would come up with solutions. Oh, we think we should use the tarp, or we think we should chop them and dig up the roots. Or some said, I think we should burn them. Some said, oh, we learned that using chemicals, we can spray them. Then we bring in the expert and they say, okay, here's what we're proposing. And the expert says, okay, I love your ideas and I see that you did some great research. Here's kind of how we work on it and here's what we might do. So we put together a class model of how we could use Phragmites and how we could experiment on them, but we use all the research, we used what the expert said, and kind of brought that in as that class model and had a great discussion about it, because still they were bringing up, well, we said this and the feedback was such. So we came up with one complete great model that the whole class did together. Instead of the teaching the notes and lecture and quiz and that sort of thing, instead the kids are learning as we go. I'm going to give you a problem and now we have to ask the right questions to solve it. But maybe you don't have all of the information yet, and so you're going to have to do a little research and ask the right questions to figure that out. It was a lot of the kids questioning, the kids collaborating, them talking about it, bouncing ideas off of each other. It's different. It's you have to take that risk and trust the kids. There were some questions that I didn't know and we had to go to research. Another big thing was we bring in community members. We brought in somebody from the DNR and we brought in a naturalist from the Nature Center. You're using those people to also help you when you're maybe not so sure about the right answer. There's so many steps behind the scenes to kind of plan it, and I think you need that support and you need a little bit of that training and the pathway to get there. There was a woman who came in and did a 2-day workshop with us, and we started out with, all right, here's how you do your driving question. Here's how you go about planning it. Here's how you contact experts. Here's how you can bring community members in and kind of help that process. To go and just start a big, deep learning experience without kind of having that training, I think is very overwhelming, but it works. It goes along so nicely with the 6 C's. I mean, they're creative and collaborate and all of this, and it works, and the kids remember it, and they can take the information and they do apply it to their own lives. I mean, even with the Phragmites, I've got kids, Mrs. Ball, did you know Phragmites are all in my backyard and my mom wanted to plant more to hide the neighbors' houses, but it's an invasive species and it can go into like the foundation. I mean, they are, and now they see them everywhere and they come and tell me. I just love it. My dad's been trying to get rid of that forever and now I know how to do it.